What intrigues me is the future of Jose Mourinho, given that he's just been given a new contract. And I think when the new contract was given, I think everyone agreed that it was the right decision.
Well, I don't know about that.
Hold on a second. I don't think so. I think you'll find that what we talked about is exactly why I think they'll eventually go, and that's the way they play. It doesn't play what you associate with the way Manchester United should play the game. And so, for that reason, that's why eventually he should go. But it's all down to how strong the board are. If the Man United board are as strong as the Arsenal board, then Man United fans better get ready for another, 3 seasons of this?
In the post-game interview or press conference that Jose Mourinho had, when he brought up about the fact that it was not the first time that he has sat there and Manchester United had lost, that he brought up Porto and Real Madrid and then mentioned Manchester United, that detachment from him and the reality of what just happened out on the field, almost disassociating himself from the disappointment, the failure. That's Manchester United failures. That's not me failing.
Yep.
That's Manchester United. Oh, wait. So I coach Manchester United. And then at that point, then you have to start asking questions. If you're a fan, if you're the board, if you're whoever, if you're a decision-maker Manchester United, it's like, this guy will stop at nowhere short of saying it's everybody else and it has nothing to do with me. I will continue to move on with my career and I will get another coaching position somewhere in a top-tier club because that's what I've achieved over the course of my coaching career, and you guys will do whatever you do. When you create that detachment and that space between you and the club, you're essentially saying, it's not about me.
They're already briefing. Not that they weren't probably briefing before the game, but it seems the briefing has ramped up to, the journalists always find things out.
Yep.
Some reports after the bloodbath of yesterday already in the morning papers, along with those headlines. Buried in there a little bit was 7 or 8 could leave. And he's looking to get at least 4 in. The scapegoats have been lined up. And it's not the manager. It's 7 or 8, 6 or 7, whatever it is, may leave. Right? And he needs to get another 4 in, which is what we talked about yesterday. How much?
Yep.
Convince the board how much more does he need? And I think I would be shocked if he was allowed to bring 3 or 4 big stars in, but who knows?
I'm intrigued, obviously, you're played. If you're in a situation like, if you're an Anton Griezmann, for example, and you have Manchester United knocking at your door and you have other offers, how much does it play into your decision-making, the style of football that we see under Mourinho? You know what you're going to get. Would it put you off?
I think it would make you think. Whether it ultimately would put you off, I don't know. Look, United are a big draw. Huge. Absolutely huge draw. But there's no doubt that this particular coach at this juncture of his career, and he's not always been like it, there's been times, particularly early, he was much better.
Yeah.
Much better at dealing with everything. He's so ensconced now and fighting everybody and battling. But it certainly would make some of the top players, I think twice.
Choice. It's a bit choice, isn't it? If you're the top player, you've got a choice of Manchester United. Seemingly, Manchester United and Manchester City, you would think a top player would pick Manchester City, wouldn't you? So why did Sanchez pick Manchester United?
Well, because City didn't offer them the money that United were willing to.
So unless you're chasing money, it doesn't matter. It depends on what you are. If you're all about the dough, then regardless of how they play, who the manager is, who your teammates are, you don't care. I'll take the dough. If you're a real professional and a winner and a guy that wants to win the big titles, then if you've got a choice other than Man United, then that's what you take.
Ask a guy like Kaká, for example, whose career just unraveled. He was the best player in the world at one point and then went to play for Jose Mourinho and somehow disappeared. And to me, that's sort of what Jose Mourinho, in some ways, yes, he has won a lot of things, and you can't take that away, but then you can't also take away the fact that he seemed to stifle players and really hinder the growth of players. Ask Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah.
Romelu Lukaku. Now we'll think Lukaku is fantastic. He didn't want him to begin with.